A lot of people have this problem where they struggle with being consistent with their goals and with erasing bad habits that they have. Especially when it's something that's difficult or when it's something that takes a lot of extra effort or even just a little bit of extra effort. A lot of people have difficulty with staying consistent with it. For example, going to the gym or making content or studying, right? Studying, that's one of the hardest things for me specifically to stay consistent with, alright? But right now it's summer, so I don't really have to worry about that. The biggest thing I have to worry about right now is staying consistent with the gym, staying consistent in being active, such as going out, taking walks, and biking for me, and just any type of activity, especially. But I have like a couple methods, right? I'll give two, but the last one is the most important one, and for me especially, is the way I stay consistent. So let's start out with the first one. A lot of the times in life, whenever you have a goal or a passion that you want to pursue, or a task that you need to accomplish, and it takes a dedicated amount of time and a dedicated amount of effort, you refuse to do it after a while because you lose motivation. But there's lots of different ways to lose motivation. There's lots of different ways to give it back to yourself. Many ways you lose motivation are it being too difficult. If it's too difficult for you, and essentially you don't want to do it because it's hard, that often happens. That happened to me, alright? That happens a lot to me. But regardless, I still pushed through, and I'll let you know how I did that later. But also, there's another way to get dissuaded from pursuing your goal or achieving a task. And that's having something go wrong. For example, many times when I've been on a diet, I've had occasions where I have to go out and I eat horribly, and I just feel miserable, and I end up going on a constant spiral. I end up going on a spiral for like a week of just eating bad, because I'm like, why am I even doing this, right? But that's wrong, right? You shouldn't be doing that to yourself, because at the end of the day, it's just one moment in time. It's just one moment out of one thing and out of one day, alright? It's just you didn't eat wrong. You could have a bunch of other things going right that day, right? You could have a bunch of other things going right in your life in general, and that's one thing that helps, and that's being grateful. Having gratitude about where your life is at helps you a lot with staying consistent with yourself. Because at the end of the day, a lot of us are trying to fix problems within ourselves, or at least trying to improve ourselves, because we feel miserable about who we are now, or we seek something greater than what we are. But at the end of the day, at least most of us don't have as miserable lives as other people's. For example, me. I have a PC. I have 2 monitors. I have a good keyboard and mouse. I have a good monitor. I have an Xbox 360. I have a Meta Quest. I have a loving family. I have a house to live under. I have the ability to purchase good food, good quality food to support myself. I have a gym subscription. I have the ability to post content and do what I do now, do what I love. I have great friends. And not only that, I am also blessed with the privilege of having a good school and the ability to be educated. Okay? I am blessed with many privileges, many blessings, and I am blessed to be in my community, and I am blessed to be in which state I am now. Alright? And that hits different when you realize not everyone has what you have. Most of the time, you're chilling, right? Yes, there's definitely more to improve on. Way more. Yes, there's definitely some things that you don't have. But at the end of the day, be grateful that you're not suffering. Be grateful that you're not going through absolute hell. Because most of us most of us, we go through problems that aren't that big on the great scale of things. Like we get in trouble in school, or we get broken up with. Well, at least you didn't get broken up with while you're struggling to support yourself. And you're in a worse state, and at that point, it feels like hell, and it probably is hell. It's worth trying. I'm not saying go kill yourself. That's bad. But I'm saying be grateful that you are where you're at now, especially for many of us teenagers. A lot of us have a lot, right? A lot of us are lucky to have a lot. Even if you don't have a bunch of devices, even if you don't have a partner, even if you're not in a relationship, even if you don't have like a lot of friends, you're at least grateful for what you have, and that'll help you keep on going forward. Because if you only look at the future and not look at the present, then the future becomes way harder to attain. And I'll give you many other strategies. A lot of the times, we lose motivation, right? But then we regain it from someone else giving us our motivation. But when you give yourself motivation that actually hits, that's because you're changing your perspective. For example, I'm trying to do wrestling, but I can't do pull-ups, right? So that's like, you need to be able to do pull-ups to do wrestling, right? And just in general in life, you should be able to do it. And I was on a call with my friend, and I said I can't do a single pull-up, and I'm like, and he's like, that's bad. But I'm like, but I said it out loud. That shouldn't stop me. That shouldn't make me feel bad, or that shouldn't hurt my feelings. Because first of all, it is bad, but second of all, if I do let that stop me, then what's that gonna do? That's gonna make the situation worse. It's better to keep on trying, no matter if you lose motivation or not, than if you just stop because you lost motivation. You wanna know why? Because especially if you're working to a good thing, you're not always gonna have motivation. You can give yourself motivation, you can seek out motivation, but at the end of the day, having discipline or having enjoyment for what you want to do will always go bounds above what motivation can do for you. Alright? And I'll introduce you to the last and final way. For me, the most successful way to stay consistent. And I hope it works for all of you guys too. I think it'll work. So listen up. Tighten your headphones, turn the volume up, because this is important, alright? The greatest way to stay consistent with things is to force yourself. Alright? Adapt a mindset that allows you to force yourself to do things. Alright? It allows you to force yourself to do things, whether it requires motivation before you do something, motivation while you're doing it, in live while you're doing it, or motivation after you do it. Adapt a mindset that allows you to force yourself to do something no matter what. Even if you don't want to do it, even if you don't like it, even if it's hard for you, even if you're nervous, even if you're scared, even if you don't feel like doing it, give yourself a mindset that makes you do it. If you have to go to the gym 4 times in a week to achieve your goals, go to the gym 4 times in a week, even if you don't want to do it, even if it feels annoying or arbitrary. Just go. That's how I've been more consistent throughout these couple of months, throughout these couple of weeks even. I have been forcing myself to do the things that I need to do in order to improve myself and in order to reach my goals and my passion, okay? I have been researching on what I need to do. I've been working, and I will continue to work my butt off, and I've been happy with it, and I've been having fun with it, and I'm proud of what I've been doing, alright? Having a little bit of pride is okay. That's one thing that's a really strong motivator. But anyways, but at the end of the day, the 2 things that you need to take away from this video is that one, you can motivate yourself to do better, and you can seek out sources of motivations to keep going. But two, at the end of the day, motivation is not gonna exist. So you need to force yourself to do what you need to do. That's called discipline. And if it's fun, it's even easier to force yourself because you're able to get over the hard parts of it to seek out the fun. Anyways, I hope you guys have a nice day. Bye.